Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Cecilio CVN200 violin. This retails on Amazon.com for around about $105, or it did last time I looked. I'll put links to all the violins and all the reviews and all that kind of good stuff in the description bar directly underneath this. So this is a little bit about what Cecilio say about the CVN200. They call it the solid wood student violin. So where this sits in the range as well, they've got the CVN100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 and 800. So if you like, this is the second one into the range that they have. They're saying it's a hand-carved solid spruce top, hand-carved solid maple back and sides. It's a one-piece back there. Varnish finish, hand inlaid perfing, which is your black kind of border if you want, maple fingerboard, boxwood pegs and chin rests. So normally these are ebony or these are black, but at the moment they're wood. I don't know if you can see those two clearly, but they're the same as all of this down here. And a boxwood tailpiece with 4 nickel plated fine tuners. They're actually quite nice fine tuners, but I'll go on to that in a second. And I think that's pretty much it. It's available in more or less all the sizes that you can imagine, and it comes fitted with D'Addario prelude strings as well, which is really nice. So that's what they say about it. I'm gonna play a little something on it, and then I'm gonna go through some pros and cons and all that kind of thing. Some positives about this violin. I quite like that. I actually do quite like the boxwood, I can't think, the words are not coming to me, boxwood tailpiece and chin rest, and I do actually like the pegs as well. I don't know, on some violins they can look quite nice. They do look quite nice on this, I think. I really like the tuners on here, and I like the prelude strings that you get on here as well. So the main thing I tend to advise students when looking at or buying their first violin is that it has as little scratch as possible, and you buy the most that your money can afford as well, because the more you pay, the more you get. But that's just the same in life anyway, isn't it? I like the fact that you get D'Addario prelude strings on this for $100 or $105, something like that. It's really, really good, because normally when you get cheaper violins, the first thing you have to do is upgrade the strings on it. So this is the job has kind of been done for you. The tone actually isn't too bad. I wouldn't say there is a tone with this at all, but then you're only paying $100 for it, aren't you? If you want a tone, then you're looking at your kind of you're looking at your CVN 500, 600, 700 and 800, but then you're looking at paying a lot more money. But for a student violin, this is absolutely great. It has a nice look to it, it has a nice finish to it. I can't really see anything that doesn't look kind of not so great about it. There's just a little bit of rosin here, but that's just me when I've just been playing it, so that's not the violin. So there's nothing that looks kind of untoward about it. It all looks fine, it looks quite nicely finished. So for the money, I think it's absolutely great. So it plays really nicely as well. The strings have a lot to do with that. It feels really nice. But yeah, not so much of a tone. So going on to some negative points, no, there isn't really a tone on this. I would say it's quite a bright violin. It's a little bit tinny, but that's difficult to say whether that would disappear with time. Sometimes violins do warm up, it depends on the wood, but this wood hasn't been matured or anything like that, so I doubt it's going to change an awful lot. It's always going to sound the same, but there was very little scratch. If you heard on the demonstration, I was hardly hitting any strings at all, so I think the bridge is quite nicely laid out. Some of the bridges tend to be too flat, which means that you hit a lot of the other strings and everything, but this one's got quite a nice curve on it. So you're not actually hitting any other strings. So this doesn't have any scratch on it, as you could probably hear by the demonstration. I'm not too keen on the colour. I don't like the kind of flame red sort of look about it. That's just me. I don't know, personally I don't like the colour. It can look a little bit kind of cheap, but that's just my opinion. Some of you might like the colour, and I'm just not sure, even though I do like the kind of wood, I'm not sure that it kind of goes with the colour, but I don't know, maybe they were just after a change, but it is quite nice. So I suppose in summary, would I buy this? I suppose it is what it is. It fits in with the price range. I'm just having a look at the others. The CVN100 comes in at around about $95, something like that. The prices change all the time on Amazon.com, but around about $95. This one comes in at about $105. The next one up from this, which is the CVN300, that comes in at $130. So I guess it does suit somebody's price range if you want to spend a little bit more than $95 on the CVN100, but you don't really want to spend another $30 or so getting the CVN300. You just want to trial it out, but you don't want to get the bottom end violin. Then this might be a good violin for you. Having said that, were I buying a violin, would I get the CVN200? Probably not. I would personally probably just get the 100, the CVN 100, for $10 less. It's just going to save you $10. And I don't think there is really an awful lot of difference. So you might as well just save yourself $10 possibly. Or I would even spend the extra $30 and I would buy the CVN 300, which will probably last you a little bit longer than the 100 and the 200. So I mean, $30 is $30. It's not a huge amount. I know it's money, isn't it? But it's not a huge amount of money. So if you could possibly stretch to another, you know, by the end of the day, it'll be about $25 or something like that. If you can possibly stretch to another $25, I would probably buy the CVN 300. If not, this is what it is. It's a great little instrument. I do really like the tuners on this as well. The tuners on this, the fine tuners, are better than the CVN 100, so I've got that sitting down there. I've done a comparison, or I'll do a comparison video between the CVN 100 and the 200 as well, and compare the differences, and you can hear them and things. So the fine tuners on this are a bit better, and the finish does look quite nice. But playability, tone-wise, I might just go in for the 100, save yourself a few extra bucks and things, and then you can upgrade to the CVN 300 or 400 later down the line. So there you go. I hope that was helpful to you, this review of the CVN 200. Do have a little look on the videos underneath, because there'll be lots of other links to all the video reviews that I've done. I've done comparisons between the different brands, the different Cecilio violin within the different Cecilio violins, and some of the Mendinis and one's Mendini violins, so you can hear some of the comparisons. So do check those out. I've got links to where you can buy these on Amazon.com as well, so I've made it easy for you. Yeah, so I hope this has been helpful for you and informative, and thanks very much for watching. Do subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video.